Waves is proud to present the eMo D5 for studio and live mixing, a 5-in-1 multi-dynamics plugin designed with parallel detection technology. Parallel detection technology enables multiple processors to respond to the original signal and each other simultaneously. This ensures that your final sound reaches maximum clarity without overcompression. An achievement 4 years in the making, the eMo D5 is the evolution of Wave's world-renowned dynamic processing research that has resulted in the first non-serial multiprocessor in history.
Hi, my name is Ken Pooch Van Druten. I'm the front house engineer for Linkin Park for the last 9 years, and I'm here to talk to you about the eMo D5 plugin. So the eMo D5, I'm calling it the Swiss Army of Dynamics because it has so many options that you can look at. It's really like a channel strip of your normal consoles, and ultimately it will be the dynamic section of the Emotion LV1 console, the live sound console for front of house and monitors. So let's go and let's look at all of the things that are here first, and then we'll start listening to some of the things. There's a gate section right here, which allows you to do some internal and external keying. Here's the comp section. Compressor with all kinds of options, attack, ratio, release, types of knee. Also has an internal and an external key with EQ options in order to hone in on a trigger for that compressor. Then there's the leveler section, the de-esser section, the limiting section, and then in the output section, notice there's a little comp mix so you can do some parallel compression. What you notice right away is the user feedback that this plugin gives you between those 5 functions. All 5 of those functions are shown in this area as user feedback. So it's all kind of interactive. All 5 of these functions are shown in an interactive way. So if I had a separate gate plugin and a separate compressor plugin, there's no visual feedback between those 2 plugins and then how they are working together. With the D5, it's all there right in front of you. I really see myself using this eMo D5 as kind of the go-to right off the bat. Because it's so low in CPU usage, I can have a bunch of different instances and use it in here. Some of the functions in here remind me of some great analog units. The gate function with the attack all the way down reminds me of an old school drummer analog gate. When you put the attack all the way down, it actually adds kind of a click to the gate opening, which is, something that you might need or want as part of, say, a kick drum. So let me just let you hear some of the drum stuff that I have going on here. This is the drum kit soloed up with the eMo D5 in place, and I'll page through some of this and let you know how it is. So this is with the eMo D5 bypassed. And here it is with it in. And out. And in again. It kind of just brings the kit together and makes all of the, it's like adding, the syrup to some waffles. It really just kind of glues all the stuff together and makes the thing really great. It's subtle, but it's really important, especially in the big scope of things of your mix. So that's how I use it as parallel compression. On my kick drum, I'm using it, the limiting section and the gate section here. Let's listen to that. I can pop it out. Okay, there's kick drum bypassed. And there it is in. So it's really controlling the kick drum and keeping it in check with the rest of the stuff and keeping it up front, when he's playing it maybe a little bit less or really laying into the kick drum. It's kind of just keeping it in check and also doing the gating features of that. It is just the kick drum. So here it is out. Here it is in. So you can hear a little bit of the gain reduction that happens with it in, because I'm using it to limit it. In this particular part of the song, he's really nailing it, so you can hear it reduce the gain a little bit, and also the gate part of it adds, like I said before, there's a little attack section that adds a little bit of click to the kick drum, which is nice. Let's talk about how I use it in vocals. As you can see, this is one of my vocalists, Mike. I'm using the compression function, the level function, and the de-esser function in this to make this vocal all sound pretty good. So let's have a listen to this vocal.
Like fire from below, your greed led the call.
Okay, so that's obviously with the eMo D5 in. So here it is without.
Like fire from below, your greed led the call. My flag
Here it is
had
in.
to fall, but little did we know.
So it's nice. You can see that the de-esser is working very well. You can see this section, there's threshold and the type of frequency and what type of filter. And this shows you user feedback of the de-esser. It's a really great function. The leveler and the compression nicely working to keep that vocal in check. Like I said, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 instances of the D5 kind of all doing different functions. The bass, I'm using it to do some compression, leveling, and limiting. And the guitars, I'm just using it for some leveling and some limiting. But what I'd like to do is remove the instances of the eMo D5 all at once. I'm going to bypass them and kind of show you how it helps the mix. The eMo D5 helps the mix out by all of its jobs. So here's my mix with all of them in. So there's that. I'm going to do that same section with all of them bypassed. So now every single one of these eMo D5s is bypassed. So you notice that the mix isn't cohesive. It's not, with the eMo D5s in there, it sounds more together and more cohesive together. I'll play that same section again, and I'll pop it in and I'll pop it out so you can have an idea of what that's out. So right now, let's put it in. Here you go. Here's out. Here's in. Here's out. There it is in again. So as you can tell, it just really makes your mix cohesive. It does so many things, with the 5 different functions that it has. I really hope you enjoy using the eMo D5 as much as I have, and thanks for spending some time with me.